Hello and welcome to the Witching Hour. My name is Christian. This is...
My name is Dark Meadow, and you are entering the witching hour. Mercury retrograde has just ended, and so now we are thriving.
This was just a test, but I think we should keep that. That's kind of... yeah. Huh?
Or I guess it's still audio.
Yeah, we could just play it at the beginning and just have it, like, fade in. I don't know. Anyways, technically we're started.
You need to tell me so that there's like an introduction, not, okay, we're starting.
I mean, when the screen
I-
starts... you can't see that?
I'm blind.
Oh. How's everybody doing? We voted today, so we're better than you if you didn't.
But anyways, because that was not a very good introduction, welcome back to our podcast.
I mean, I don't know if an actual introduction is needed, like, vocally. We should just get some sort of, like, intro thing made. You know?
Yeah, like, do chalupas. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good.
In fact, I could do that right there. I could just take that clip. It would be interesting to see if I can make a fun little... maybe, like, a reggaeton, like EDM, like reggaeton, like...
Reggaeton.
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 I wonder what came first, reggae or reggaeton?
Reggae, I'm pretty sure.
You think so? I don't know.
I mean, I'm not completely sure, but at least, I mean, I don't fucking know anything, but I didn't really hear reggaeton until
Yeah, until like
Daddy
the past
Yankee.
10, 15 years, really, right?
when I was like probably in middle school. Like, it could have been
about
before
15
that.
years?
It could have been
Well,
before
it
that, but
probably
I'm not
existed
sure.
because I'm sure it didn't just come into being
It might
the
just
moment
be-
you heard it.
I mean, does something exist unless you aren't aware of it?
Yeah.
It's true.
It's funny because, like, I
I-
feel like you say the types of things that people would expect me to say because I'm high all the time.
I was trying to be kind of like philosophical,
I
like
know.
the whole,
That's the type of shit, like,
if a tree falls in a forest.
finish the saying.
Does it make a noise if no one's around? That's the saying, right? If a tree
I don't know.
falls,
You said it kind of fucked up. So,
I
like,
know. If a tree
falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. Doesn't make a noise. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you would think so, but maybe a tree is actually a person, and so when people are around, it just likes to put on a show and be real dramatic and be like,
I've been strucken.
yeah, but it sounds like a thump. But that's just a tree being dramatic. But when no one's around, it's like, fuck, I fell over. But it's like in its head.
Bro, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Did you take an edible?
No, I'm very tired.
Oh. Well, okay.
This.
Set a timer. So we don't just... I mean, there's a timer technically on the clock, and the clock... it is kind of
The clock right there? 6:43?
No, that's not... Well, that's not a timer.
What are you
that's
looking
just a
at?
clock. No, the GoPros. They have it shows you how long it's been recording. So technically,
I can't even see that far, but you can
it's...
keep an eye out.
I mean, it's 2 feet in front of your face. I mean, maybe it's like 3 feet.
Well,
Also, why are you hiding behind the mic?
no, I'm trying to look. There's a fucking huge light right here. I can't. There's like a glare. I have bad eyes.
Anyways, gazpacho.
Anyways, so yeah, like you said, we voted today.
Oh, yeah, I was going to go back to the tree thing. But yeah, let's just leave that behind.
Waited till actual election day. I wonder
did.
how many people. Well, I'm sure there's. How many people are in the U.S.? Because in my mind, like
340
because I heard like
million, I think.
Because I heard, like, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks ago, they had said, like, already, like, 91 million people had already voted
That's
by,
not
like,
shit,
mail.
though.
But but in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, that's like everyone. But I don't think
I mean, the
in like
population of
large
Los Angeles
numbers.
itself, I think, is like 20, 30 million. Well, I mean, it will be interesting to see how many people vote. Not that I actually care, like, just to be honest. I think it'll be, like, obviously I care.
I mean,
I mean, I don't really, because again, I
it'd be
think
interesting to see how many people vote this time, because the last
compared to
one,
last time.
like I said, 100 million
Well,
people didn't even vote.
I think a lot of people didn't vote in the last election because they just felt like, well, I don't want either of these two people, right? So I'm curious if it'll be different, because I feel like a lot of the times there is people might not like one of the guys. Obviously, you either like or dislike Republicans or Democrats. Most people, not that that's how you should do it, but normally I feel like you always hear people who genuinely like one side or the other. But I
Yeah.
feel like with the last election specifically, and it could just be because I'm paying attention more because
I
we're
feel
older,
like a
obviously.
lot of people can go either way. Like,
Well, no, I mean, like, I feel like with the last election and this one, that people are like, oh, I don't like either person, right? But I feel like with Obama, with Bush before that,
bring Obama back.
I mean,
I liked Obama.
I liked him as a person. I don't know how I necessarily feel about his policies. And
I
that's not like I know a whole lot about them. So, but
Yeah.
that's why I don't know how I feel. Like, Obama was what, first elected in 2008. So we were children.
Was it 2008?
Yeah, because he served from 8 to 16. So,
Was it?
yeah.
I thought he was in office after I was out of high school.
Yes, he served in
I was
2008 and 2012.
I know. I'm
So
just saying I
until
thought he
2016.
first served.
Oh, no, you were in middle school. I think I was in like,
I wasn't in
or
middle
I'm
school in
sorry.
2008.
Yes, you were.
No, I
Or I'm
wasn't.
sorry, what were you, a freshman?
No, I was a
Sophomore? Mm-hmm. Damn, girl, you old.
I graduated in 2010. Graduated.
Yeah.
But
Graduated.
we won't get into that.
But yeah, so, I mean, we were realistically sophomores in high school or below, even high school seniors. The vast majority of them don't have the life experience or real in-depth knowledge. They're just parroting things they've heard, things their parents say, friends' parents, the news, yada yada yada. Like,
I just remember
including myself at that age. I'm not hating at all, but you don't
actually
really.
I'm pretty sure I voted when Obama for the second term, because I remember having a conversation at Shelby's house, I think with Kevin, and I told him I voted for Obama, and he was all upset because I don't remember who he was running against that year. The
Romney.
second, yeah.
I think that was the. And, was that Ron Paul? No. In 2008? I don't know.
When was John
I was in
Kerry
8th
running?
grade, so I don't know, Katie.
I just remember that dude because he had a long ass face. It was just like face.
Yeah, I guess he.
There's just
Guess
I
he
don't
did.
know. There's just weird things I remember.
I mean,
But
that's fair.
I don't know. I think it's weird, and I was about to say something, but it's probably not true. I was about to be like, why don't more people talk about this? But I'm not going to assume like
Talk
I know
about
what the
what?
fuck political things are talked about in the world. I was about to be like,
I
if
love how you keep
people.
saying I was about to be like, and
Well,
then
let
you
me
be
talk.
like.
Well, let me talk. Anyways, like, because we were talking about it. I'm terrible at getting to a point. My bad. But how a lot of people don't like either candidate,
I just said that.
but no one ever talks about, oh, if you don't like the Democrat or Republican Party, vote for the other people, like talk up the other people, but they're just like, oh, those are the biggest
You
parties,
know, it's
so
funny.
it's either or.
It's funny that you bring that up because obviously we talked about this in full like yesterday, but
Yeah.
because it's a podcast, I know you're bringing it up because it's like, well, we haven't talked about it on here. But if I'm really thinking about it, like, why does it matter? It's kind of like what we touched on today. Like, it truly doesn't matter whether you vote Democrat, Republican, or third party for president.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
I know, but I
You know what I
real
mean? So,
talk.
like, it's weird that we fight about that. It's weird that we fight about, well, who are you voting for? Oh, I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Biden. I'm voting for Kanye. Whoever the fuck. We act like it matters. We're so invested in it, and it does not matter.
Yeah, real talk. I think that, well, one,
Real talk, not fake talk. It's
like
gonna be
I
a serious
think that
conversation.
you should vote for a
Yourself.
person and not a party. Because a lot of people will just vote for, they're like, oh, I'm
Well, yeah.
real
Well, that's the problem
hardcore
with
Republican, so I'm going to vote
that's the
that
problem
candidate.
ultimately with politics is that it's very complex. And so realistically, you don't have the time or even the mental capacity, if we're being honest, to truly delve into every single subject and become really well versed in it enough to make good decisions. I mean,
Yeah.
you can make a good decision by accident, you know what I mean? Or like you have a gut feeling or you decide to believe this representative's version of things. But, that's why like I didn't vote on certain things
Props.
because not well props and candidates because I was like if I vote for this person, just being real, I haven't done my my
There
due
it is.
diligence. However, even on the things that I did my due diligence on, it's it's something that I'm like, okay, well, I read it and I go, okay, this makes sense, that doesn't make sense. When it comes to voting for people, I don't I I don't subscribe. I don't necessarily I know that's what we have to do, but I don't believe in it. Because essentially what you're doing is you're going, okay, I believe in this person. He's saying this is his message, this is his background. I believe what he's saying, yada yada yada. But I just think that the way that politics is set up right now, I can't believe in a politician. If
Yeah.
it were like long form, truly, like if politics, the actual people themselves, not like NPR radio or talk shows where they talk about politics, but the actual candidates, like if the debate was like a weekend long thing and they talked for long periods of time and you really got to hear and get a sense for who they are. Yes, obviously they could still fake it, but it's easier to fake a 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute speech than it is a 6 hour conversation. And over the course of a 6 hour conversation, you might get caught, fabricating or not knowing what you're talking about or yada yada yada. It can
Yeah.
expose things. But with how short things are and how, I can read a bio on someone as well, but that's written by someone.
Definitely
I
for
need
the
more
presidential
exposure for
stuff,
people.
like I wouldn't know. Like I can vote for a presidential candidate, but I'm not really like 100% sure. Like this is a good fucking choice. I'm all in with this person,
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. Because I don't know, but I will say that something like people you can vote for that I think that you can
Local.
make local.
Well, yeah.
Because you can read a bio, but if you pay enough attention, you could be like, well, they've made these changes that I see
Well,
in my community
that is why
that I
realistically
either like or
the
dislike.
biggest thing you can do is vote for your town's
Yeah.
government things because those people then build onto the county-wide and then builds onto statewide. You have to start from the bottom because we have to use representatives. You have to because there's too much stuff to pay attention to. So you have to go, okay, these are the people I trust, these are the resources I trust. But all of our people and all of our resources have over and over again been shown to be faulty. to lie on purpose, to withhold the truth, to bend the truth, tell us what we want to hear, sugarcoat.
That's literally the politician way.
I mean, yeah, but that's why anyone who like buys into it, I'm just like, what are you doing?
I
Like, how do you
wonder.
buy into
Yeah,
this?
I wonder how
And that's not to
different.
say if you vote for that person, it's bad. But people who like they're gung ho for someone, I'm like, you don't know this man at all in any way whatsoever. Sorry, I just wanted to finish my thought.
Yeah,
Not a crime.
thanks.
Yeah.
I wonder how different things will be politically wise. Like, I don't know,
Well, first of
20,
all,
30 years from now. Just because I honestly feel like once, not our generation, but the older generation, once they're gone, I feel like things will be a little bit better. Not that that will completely eliminate racists, people that are still fucking weird about homosexuals, like everything
I
else.
don't like
Like,
the way you said that. Homosexuals. The homosexuals, bro, they're ruining things
I know that
with
was
their
too.
fashion sense and their
But like the
sassiness.
older generation is, for the most part, like some are open minded. They're just like, whatever, you can do whatever you
Well, but
want. But a lot of people are just like,
I
well,
don't think
that's
that'll
fucking
change
weird.
much. That's how everything works. The older generation is always slightly behind, but the younger generation is always too eager. So there's a balance, you know what I mean? And maybe we're not balanced. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe the older generation right now is too controlling, you know. But I also do feel like there's a lot of younger generation that are too extreme
Well,
nowadays. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think it's you kind of I don't know. It'll be interesting because it may totally turn out that in 20 to 30 years, you and me are the older generation, and the kids are like, God, when will these fucking old people die off? And so, you know, I don't know if that's a bad thing, a thing that should exist. Maybe, you know, maybe there's benefits to it. And if maybe without it, it would go a little bit out of control. Like, wouldn't it be weird since you have to be since you have to be a certain age for us to think you're capable of voting? What if we put a cap on it? So like you can vote at 18, and once you retire, you stop voting
I still think it's
or something
fucking
like that.
wild
I'm not
how
actually suggesting
to
this.
become president,
Okay.
you have to meet a certain age requirement, but you can't be too fucking old. Like,
Yeah, you can.
there's,
Bernie's old as fuck.
yes, I
Biden is
know.
old.
I
Trump
know.
is old.
Yes, I know. What I am saying is you have to be, what, 45
Yeah,
to run
at
for
minimum.
president, but there's not like, oh, you're 83,
There's
you
not a
can't
cap. You're
run.
saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but the problem with that is,
But like I was talking to Shaq and Tracy about this, and they're like, they're putting all these old fuckers in office, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna do all this stuff that I believe in, but it's not really gonna fucking affect me because I'm gonna be dead in a few years.
true. The crazy part is a lot of the young politicians who get more media attention, I don't like them either. I'm like, oh, you're a little off it too. Like you're what that old dude was
Like who?
when he was young. I don't know. I feel weird if I was.
Well, if you're gonna say that, like, you have to give an example.
I don't.
Oh,
I'm just talking about,
okay,
I guess, philosophically.
okay.
Well, I mean, like, I don't necessarily like Kamala Harris, for example. Something about the way she and, you know, that whole section of the political wing conduct themselves. I'm like, there's too much of an attempt to be low-key aggro. And I'm, you know, and too cool. Because even young politicians still tend to be older, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just like, okay, I don't think that you're really cool. I think you're trying to be cool. You know, for publicity's sake, which is, that's what politics is.
It's an image thing.
Yeah, but I don't like it. So, that's why I like if
Well-
you listen to a politician talk for 4 hours straight, the image goes away. You get to see who that person really is.
Become a politician, change.
God, no.
Well, then.
In Kanye, we trust. Yeah. That was my head nod to Kanye if he's watching this Pacific. That'd be wild. All right, let's watch some of these videos because, well, I'm tired of talking about politics.
Well, yeah, I feel like there's a point where it's too much.
Well, yeah, you kept talking to me though. I was giving you the eye signals.
You
I
were
was like,
mostly talking.
because
You
you
were
were
just
asking me
talking over me.
questions, and I can't not.
I asked you one question.
That is not true.
2 questions.
That is not.
A couple questions.
Anyways, all right.
You have to push the thing. No, dude, you could have just. That works too.
Oh,
Literally.
is this the whole thing?
That's loud as shit.
That's loud as hell. Yeah, hold on. I don't know how to turn this down. Yeah, well,
It's gonna blast our fucking
that's loud as
eardrums.
fuck. This isn't. Hold on. Low key, this is not gonna work. We're gonna have to start at the bottom, and I need to open them up this way. They're too small.
I just thought
Is
I'd
this just
throw
a picture, fool?
I just
You wanted me to see a meme.
I just wanted to throw this in just because this penguin looks aggressive but cute, and I feel like this is me as a penguin. That's
this is
my
you as a human.
essence.
That's you, right? Okay.
Short,
Wait.
cute, little round,
Downy, you know what I mean?
downy.
That's down. That's what, I'm pretty sure this is a baby penguin. That's why its feathers are like that.
Are you saying downy like Down syndrome? That's rude.
It was a play on words. It wasn't an actual thing. Don't be weird.
It didn't.
It's just a play on words because the penguin's covered in down.
Ah,
You lucky he holding me. Thank you for showing me this meme. I can't believe it. I said, send me videos. You're like, I wanted you to see
I
this
just
meme.
threw in one thing. It's just one.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets one. Every single time on that show,
You're
How to
0
Catch
for
a
2.
Predator.
That one, I mean, that got a little chuckle, but that was a flip. Very
Also,
close
these
to a flap.
videos are supposed to start a conversation. You can start a whole conversation about this. It's
I
not
know.
just like, haha, move on.
I know, but it's also just I enjoy it. Is that a gigantic dildo?
Yep.
Wow.
Looks like it. And Jesus is holding it.
Wow, Jesus was a lover, not a fighter. Did I just imply that Jesus played with big dildos?
Yeah.
I feel like I could get a lot of hate for that.
And I just wanna party with you.
Wow, get it, girl.
I know.
Oh.
I knew you'd like that one.
You know,
God, that fucked that girl up. Those shits are heavy as hell. Those projector things, the screen.
that girl had neck problems from that day on. She will have neck problems for it. Those beefy, and that just freaked just. You know, it's so weird that, like, I feel like overall I'm a very compassionate, nice person, but there is nothing
like that
funnier
is
than
funny.
watching someone get hurt. Mm-hmm. A part of my brain always feels bad.
That's why Ridiculous is a huge show.
Well, no, I know, but like, I still to this day I don't necessarily understand what it is that makes it so funny, because like. Well, to be fair, I also laugh when I get hurt. There's people who laugh at other people getting hurt, and then when they get hurt,
Me? When I get hurt?
they don't laugh Actually, I'm just teasing you.
Why
I'm
would
just
I
teasing you. I'm just
laugh if I get hurt?
what? Because it's funny.
If I'm hurt, why would I laugh?
Well,
It's not funny.
Not if you get seriously hurt, Katie.
Christian, let's think about the times you've hurt me. There was the one time
Hold on.
clapped my
We're
ears
talking about.
so
We're talking
hard.
about. I did not clap your ears. I pulled
Oh,
on
you
your
pulled
earlobe.
it.
First of all, clapping on ears sounds aggressive and abusive. That's a.
Pulling on an ear sounds aggressive. That
It
shit
was supposed
popped
to be cute.
so
It was
hard.
like a. Oh, I got you.
And then there was the time you fucking suplexed me onto the bed and broke the bed. See, I want everyone to know we have a very loving, playfully rough relationship.
No. The type of relationship we have is she mouths off, and so I playfully suplex her onto the bed.
I think this is like the third podcast you've talked about abusing me, and
Well, hold on.
just saying.
I'm not abusing you. Don't act like you don't fucking.
No, I know, but it's okay because I'm a woman.
See, and that's why I have to suplex you. It's unacceptable. I won't live by these double standards unless they apply and benefit me.
But yeah, I don't laugh if I get hurt. When I was a kid, I used to like
Yeah,
when you
but
do
the problem
something,
is,
but
I'm
mostly
talking
it's
about
just
when it's-
because you get like embarrassed, so you just like laugh it off, but inside you're like, that's what I used to do. And anytime I used to get hurt when I was like in school, like middle school, elementary school, I'd like fuck myself up, but I wouldn't want people to see me cry, so I'd like, I'd like laugh it off, like, yeah, and then I would
Yeah, I don't mean as a kid.
silently
As a kid,
cry.
I don't know. Like, I get as a kid because you feel embarrassed, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think. Like, if we were walking down the street and I just straight up tripped and just like went over my own shoulder, and like it was like I tripped and like fell or whatever the fuck. I don't
Yes,
know.
I know that you laugh when you hurt
I
yourself.
feel like that's funny.
When you fucking fell on the stairs.
That was a little bit of adrenaline. That hurt. Yeah.
I think I laughed. Or actually, no, I don't. When I broke your computer, when I fell on it and I fell on the ground, I was going to say I think I laughed, but I'm pretty sure I was like silently moaning and I was like,
See, like when I fall like on the stairs or when I like I'll get up or I'll catch myself and I'll be like, oh, because it's like it's funny. It's like, oh, that could have been.
well, yes, if
Worse.
it could have been worse, yeah. But if I get hurt, I cry just because I cry at everything. I'm just an emotional person.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's why I find it. I'm like, I don't know. Laughing at people crying is interesting because I find all people, including myself, getting hurt funny.
Well, people getting hurt is funny. When people are around me and they start crying, I instinctually kind of laugh just because I feel so fucking uncomfortable and I don't know how to comfort people at all. Like, it's just,
Just give them a hug, fool.
that feels weird to me. Like,
you
when
go.
people cry around me, I literally do the awkward, like, pat on the back.
No, you give them a hug, and then you take a step back. You look them in the eyes, grab them by the shoulder,
And tell them to stop being a bitch.
and you slap 'em. I mean, to be fair, other people crying does make me feel awkward. But to be fair, when people cry to you, it's normally about an emotional thing. If someone cries because they hurt themselves, I mean, it's still, again, unless someone like genuinely hurts themselves. But then again, if you watch a video of some. Anyways, let's move on. Pain makes people cry. Here we go. What do you got? You got one good one.
You're not gonna like any of the other ones. All I'm saying is, I want this
nice.
type of life once we have kids. I want to be. This is clearly suburbia, but
Nice suburbia.
Nice suburbia.
Yeah.
The houses don't look
They're
that close
spaced out. Well, it
together.
probably isn't in California.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. This doesn't
It's
look
probably
like
in like
California.
Nebraska or something.
And yeah, I would totally take a drink and be
Oklahoma
like,
City.
all right, let's go ride around the neighborhood.
I mean, I do think that would be funny.
And I would also be white. So that'd be great. I'd be thriving.
Well, that would be confusing for me. Yeah. Yeah. You know me. Well, as long as you weren't a certain type of white.
I like how all these pictures down here are couples.
I know, I was thinking that's an interesting. I bet you that baby is hilarious just from this freeze frame. Okay, that one, boo.
Oh, this one, don't look at it.
Oh.
This one, you'll laugh.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, this kid is going ham on that thing.
He's slapping
Yo.
the shit out of that.
That kid. I'm not super big into volleyball, but that kid. Oh my god, dude, that kid is slapping the shit out of
That's
that
an
thing. Yo. I want to say that's adorable. On the other hand, I want to go.
Imagine
the wrong
that kid
is
hitting
gonna,
another kid.
Dude.
Well, that reminds me of. Did you see that video that went viral? Like, I think a week ago, of that little girl at her birthday party where her friend next to her blew out her candles. She looked like, I think, 4.
Hold on. Can we acknowledge? I want to assume anyone who, as a child, right before a kid blew out their candles, I got a 99% chance that kid grows up to be an asshole. Or the funniest person in their city. Like, that is hilarious. At the same time, to that kid, it's not hilarious. But if I was a parent and I saw that, I'd be like, you little bitch.
You can play it. I want to send it to you because it's funny.
Nah, it's too late. You can't just sit here looking on your phone.
I can. Oh, here it is.
All right, here we go. You got 2. I don't find this shit funny. Yeah.
You don't?
No.
Oh, that was the polar
That's a
bear
horrible sound if you think about it. Be gone. But good. Alright. Here's mine. You got 2. You ready?
Got it.
Here's mine. Prepare yourself. For real.
That's a little dude.
That bed could be huge. It looks like it's tall. It's got a
He's
stand.
almost the same height as the doorknob.
Don't disrespect that man like that. Shame on
Is
you.
that a grown man?
I don't think so. It looks like a kid. Anyways. You're welcome. First of all, shout out Jay. I just saw that video. I thought it was funny. I didn't think that was funny.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's entertaining, but I didn't think it
yeah.
was funny. But I wanted to show you that because I wanted to talk about this real quick. I just feel like music from like the 2000s was funner.
Can you say that slower? Yes, it was funner, Christian.
Yeah. I mean, just like, I don't know. I feel like it took itself seriously, obviously, but like, it wasn't so like, I don't know. Like I feel like even R&B nowadays is a lot. R&B, like it's not quite the same as it used to be. Like in the like
What new
smoothness.
R&B is there that's like
I mean, well, I love Pink Sweats. I don't listen to a whole lot of music, as you know, but like Pink Sweats is really good. But it doesn't have the same like swag. It's definitely more like R&B. It's back to more like love songs. The things with swag aren't the same. Like they're a little bit more aggressive, which I like. But there's just something about, I don't know, 2000s hip hop or 2000s R&B that I like, because I also like the music videos. I mean, I guess that's just preference. I don't know. I thought it was whatever. I'm gonna move on now.
yeah, that was good. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for letting me share that. I appreciate it.
Oh, I've seen this. To be fair, I watch so many reels and TikToks.
I know.
There'll probably be not that many that I'll see. I'll be like, oh, I haven't seen
To be
this.
fair, I watched zero. I specifically got on for like 15 minutes to find a couple videos because I don't
so
go through
many.
things. So I was like, I gotta find something to contribute. So if we're being real, these aren't like the best video I've seen. They're just like the first 7 videos I saw.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I thought they were entertaining. Realistically, I watched like 10, but yeah. I mean, you were 2 for 5, so.
I will say that
Is there a
that's
greater treasure than Will Smith?
probably. I will say that I haven't seen the rest of it because a lot of the TikToks that get put
get
on
shortened.
Instagram. It's not the full
Yeah.
thing.
That makes me think about like, and I've been thinking about this a lot in life recently. It's just like there is a weird, I think people are too like millennial whatever with it. But there is something to like, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud.
Here it comes.
Living your truth. Um There's another way to say it that would sound better, I know. I just didn't feel like I could be like being confident enough to really put yourself out there, not in the way that like it used to be. It used to be you put yourself out there.
So, is this your way of saying Will Smith is living his truth?
You know what? I knew sharing these videos was a bad idea. I was like, I'm better off the cuff and just like conversationally. I'm not good at commentary.
We'll think of better
We'll
segments.
think of it a better segment.
Let's maybe there'll be better ones. Come
Anyways.
on, show me another.
Anyways, I do find it admirable that I feel like young people, our generation, we are more willing to be who we are, especially because, it used to be to be on screens, you had to be, somebody. Now you can put yourself out there and just blow up. And like, I think in a way that's actually kind of a scary thought. Like if you really think about it, I could make some goofy video or a song and then thousands upon thousands, hundreds, millions even, are now paying attention to me. And it's like, that's such a bizarre thing to truly consider. Like, obviously, everyone always goes, oh, it's so weird. But, like,
I think I'd
I
love
don't.
it.
I think you'd love it. I think I'd hate it. You know me.
Well,
Like,
it's you.
I would love to obviously have a huge audience for my music. But, like, people who are paying attention, people pay attention to more than just your music now. They pay attention to everything, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
that's
I
just
think
a lot.
I know that you want a huge audience for your music and to blow up in that sense, but I know that once you blow up, all over social media, it's people sending you DMs and telling you their deepest thoughts or being like, you saved my life. And I'm sure that's an asshole thing to be like,
I mean, it's just like for me, I'm just always like the only thing that separates a lot of famous people from a lot of regular people is like they just went and did it. Obviously, they're talented too as well. You know what I mean? But like, so like I even have some people now that will say certain things or like be like overly. I don't know, just like what, and I'm just like, I'm just a dude.
like
And I'm not
me.
big at all. I'm not big at all. I'm not saying that in any way. I'm not going, I'm even medium, blah, blah, blah. But like,
Kaiser Sose, you're an icon.
I gotta quit doing the
You
wink
were
thing. I think
put on
it's,
a presidential ballot today. You are iconic.
you're not supposed to tell people about that.
Tonight on the presidential coverage, they're gonna be
They're gonna be
like,
like,
"Oh, and
one
an
vote for
honorable
Kaiser
mention."
Sose. They'll be like, who is Kaiser Sose? I'll be like, ooh.
That'd be funny
And I get
because if
sued
someone
by
did say,
Universal.
I don't think they would, but if someone
Obviously
did
not.
bring that up, they would be thinking Kaiser
From
Sose,
the
like,
movie,
yeah.
yeah. That's the.
But we would
it would be
know.
good. Yeah, we would know, but
We would know.
it wouldn't help me at all, probably. Although it is spelt uniquely, so I'm sure if they send it. All right.
What's up, nose?
This dude reminded me of is it PETA? PETA from Hunger
PETA?
Games. Is it PETA? Like PETA? Right? PETA? Not
Like
Peter.
PETA? Not PETA? PETA.
PETA. Not Peter.
No, it's PETA.
PETA. Okay. I'm glad we figured that out. Oh, you know what?
What?
I don't want to watch these. They were funny at the time, but
I get what you mean.
when
Like,
you're presenting things, you have to find like truly funny things. And just being real, I didn't put in the proper amount of time. I'm just gonna let you know now. They're entertaining,
okay,
but
we can just skip this. What I really want you to
well, no, I do want you to see them.
is
Maybe I got one. I don't know.
to speak your truth. Can you do that for me?
I
Can you
mean,
open up
look,
for us?
I'm just being real. Sounds better when I say it that way. I'm just being me. You know, I'm doing me.
I'm being me. There's only one me.
Anyways, let's run through these. That was loud as shit. Oh my god.
That was pretty funny.
Right.
I love white people. I like white
like 'em.
people that can make fun of themselves.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what this shit.
I like anyone that can make fun
You
of
know what
themselves.
TikTok? I'll admit a little bit of jealousy.
Because you have no
I'm-
flavor.
Packed full of flavor.
Flavor.
No, flavor. I'm packed full of flavor.
Okay, white
I don't know
man.
what flavor is, but no, because I'm funny. Like in a group of friends, I'm entertaining, etc. But like, I don't know how to be funny, like skit wise. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between like sitting in like a circle with friends and being able to make everyone laugh, or at a party or yada yada. But like,
I feel like
I
I
fe-
could do that.
I feel like I could do it. It's just it feels so foreign, and I feel like some people are just good, more inclined for like skits and things like that.
Acting.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not a good
Actor.
yeah. I feel like I could do voiceover work, like 100%. Like I could do like cartoons,
I would love to do
animation.
voiceover
It'd be
work.
fun. I couldn't. I don't think I could like nail expressions and like moving my body. Like I barely know how to move my body when like I rap or sing, and I've been doing that for a long time.
True. I don't know how good I would be as an actual actress.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know if I could ever fully
I think I'm too in my because I
get
did
into.
drama, but like my brain was always kind of like,
I
this is
hated
fake.
drama.
I liked it, but my brain could
It
never
was
really get into
fun,
it.
but yeah, I was
Yeah.
never like good.
Yeah, my brain was always just like, well, this isn't real.
Yeah. But like if I was a voice actor, I feel like, well, because you're just in a booth by yourself and like reading
Yeah. Well,
enthusiastically.
you still have to act, but I think the difference between like as I'm learning more with music, like I can act vocally when no one has to see me, and it's like I can make it up and just mess around as I go. But like how I told you, like my idea of expressions sometimes I'm like, oh, I look like this, and then it's like, no, you look mad and or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I thought I looked like this. Like I don't have a very good, whatever. Man, this is a lot of rambling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up soon.
Isn't that like every
No, they normally have
podcast?
like better thought out. I'm not even gonna show you this. I thought this was cool. This is more for dudes, and you won't think it's funny.
I'm a dude.
Or not even funny, but like cool. I thought it was.
I could think it's cool.
You won't. Let's just. Oh,
Is this a Karen?
this is a Karen, and I love watching these videos.
Sided. Is she not wearing a mask? I'm assuming.
Yes. I want to make it very clear. I have never and will never get into an argument like this with someone at a store. Because truly, I would just go, okay, I want my money back. Pretty much all stores will give you your money back for like fast food over an issue. Mm-hmm. If I thought they were doing something actually wrong. This person isn't, obviously. But I don't understand the people who sit there arguing. I do not get it.
It's just wild. Like all the videos of people in like drive-thrus that are complaining about their food. Or you remember that video that went viral? It was probably about 3-4 years ago.
That's a long time. I don't know.
It was the bitch that showed up to McDonald's and wanted chocolate chip cookies, and they were baking them, and they were all like, it's gonna be a little bit of a wait. And she went off and she started recording, and then they were like, and then she's all like, I called blah 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 blah, like I asked for those cookies blah blah blah. They're like, we don't.
Well, here's the thing.
And she was like
she
going
called
off.
ahead-
And it was funny because everyone was laughing. They were like, bitch, you look like a chocolate chip, because she had big ass moles all over her face.
Well, that's just mean.
Fuck her.
Partially, yeah. But here's the thing. If you call ahead, you can be in the right. I'm not saying I haven't had bad service somewhere or dealt with something that was bullshit at some business or yada, yada, yada. But nothing's changing. You know what I mean? Like now you just look like an asshole. And in a way you are being an asshole because like go to a different fast food place and get chocolate chip cookies. If McDonald's has shown that they don't deserve your attention, you know what I mean? Like,
And even if something's going to take 5 minutes, it's
well, and
like,
also, it's annoying. We've all been in those situations, but like, I think I've only seen like an actual situation when I worked at Starbucks, like like 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. And a part of me wants to go, oh, that's got to be some form of mental illness. Like something in you is just off, right?
Yeah.
But then another part of me goes, no. Some people just suck.
A lot of
Some people
people
suck.
just fucking
Like
complain.
not some people are annoying. Some people suck.
Yeah.
And not like I murder people or like criminals, but just like you're just an asshole.
It's
Like
just
or
a
a bitch.
fucking
Your
sense of
entire
entitlement.
yeah.
Because some people
To an
take it too
extreme
far. They're
level.
all like,
Yeah.
but they're real hardcore, like, I have rights, which means
Well,
I can do whatever the fuck I want. And it's like,
here we
no.
go. Let's get back to our
Karen alert. Karen's alert.
Karen.
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 What's up?
I love how they always make their point, their argument. They're like, well, okay, here's my side of the argument. I drove for 20 minutes to get here.
Tough.
Yeah. You know, again, even if you're right, yelling and having this situation isn't going to speed up or change. You know what I mean? Anyways, I just, I'm so glad that I worked in the service industry in a way because people who haven't actually dealt or had jobs like this where they've truly had to deal, like you get annoying people at work and etc., which I totally get, but there is a difference between those annoying people. Well, for your company, I think there's probably a lot of similarities, but
It's worse.
there's a difference between that. But I semi understand why people are a little crazy with your job because it is a more important thing, a more, you know what I mean? But when you have the experience of like people almost fighting in like a lobby over like a $3 cookie or having to wait an extra 3 minutes, it's
Well,
like
that's how it fucking
these
was like when I worked at Home Depot. That shit
Yeah.
was wild. Like, man. But it was fucking ghetto as hell. Like, it
Well,
was the
I mean, yeah.
worst store
Yeah.
in the region.
All right, let's
Oh my god.
you know
I have the right to breathe O2, not CO2.
because the masks she's saying I have to, I'm breathing out and the CO2 is
The thing is, like, I get that there's places where it's like some people can't wear masks for medical reasons. It's like, I don't know.
Well, look,
But a
first
lot
of
of things
all-
have fucking curbside pickup.
First of all,
But that's wild.
I obviously the people think they're smarter than they are because they call the cops and they're like, I have the right to do this, and it's like you realize that the right to breathe oxygen and not be discriminated against. I don't even actually know if there is a right to breathe oxygen. I don't think that's in the amendment. Like everybody has the right to breathe. I'm pretty sure that's not. I'm pretty sure that's just like maybe a given thing. I don't know. Maybe it says that. I don't know. But whenever these people in these situations, they're always so sure that they're smarter than the other person. They're like, "Oh, really, buddy? Oh, really, buddy?
And it's like,
They're gonna get it." Like, it's just like,
at a certain point, it's like funny. It's like, okay, yeah.
well, it's
go
again.
ahead.
I have never been that sure of myself. I'm almost jealous of like, what a low key wonderful life must it be to just be like,
That
I
oblivious.
am smarter than everyone. Because something tells me there's a bit of a superiority complex. Like, well, I'm a customer and you're the business, right? But like,
That whole shit about
I wonder-
I'm always right as the
Yeah.
customer. It's like, no, bitch.
well, I wonder if you compared my level of happiness, obviously it's perspective, but and how happy. Someone said, "How happy am I?" And then asked them, "Well, how happy are you?" And I was like, I'm probably like a 7. You know what I mean? Just like, I mean, I'm happy, but like, there's things in life I don't like, or yada yada. If they're just like, "Oh, I'm a 10, my life is fantastic, I'm fantastic as a person," and when people inconvenience me, it's because they're stupid fucking morons.
Couldn't tell you.
It is always kind of funny though when you see these like people explode. Unless it's to you, then it's like I smack the shit out of you. Uh,
Bones and scones.
that was my favorite part. Oh, I have an emergency 911. Hi, I'm at Bones and Scones.
Bones and scones.
I think it's Bones.
Bones. Why would it be bones?
Why would it be Bones and
I'm
Scones?
pretty sure she said bones.
Well,
I don't know,
I'm right and
but-
you're wrong, so
Okay.
I have the right to have an opinion, Katie. I wonder how many. We should. You know what?
Can
One
we
day
like make it through the rest of this?
we. You wanted to talk about it, fool.
I know, but after I saw it. Oh, I mean, I guess that's the end.
Yeah. Anyways, we should one day when this if this gets bigger, hopefully, you know what I mean. Like, follow, subscribe. I gotta quit doing that. I keep thinking I mean it as a joke, but I'm
You're
like
a
it just
fucking
looks
creep.
douche. Oh, fuck.
I'm kidding. I'm sure there's people watching and are like, yeah.
Ew. I'm going like in a playful way, not like a.
It looks like that, Christian. It 100% looks like that.
I think you just think it's that way. I don't.
Okay.
Real talk. People don't perceive me that way. I'm just letting you know the entire existence of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just funny,
Oh.
but not really. You know what? That one you won't like that one.
Okay.
Let's see. So far I got 2. So we're tied. Mm-hmm. But I also played more videos, so that was out of 5. I had 2, so we're tied. All right. I cannot wait to have children. I mean, there's a lot of things that, yeah, obviously I know are going to be rough and I might not necessarily be looking forward to, but I cannot wait to have a teenager, especially. Mm-hmm. And just. Because you forget. You're like, oh, well, I was smart when I was a kid. No, you weren't. You were a fucking moron. Just like.
I didn't think I was smart. I was smart enough to get good grades, but.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't mean you think you're the best thing in the world. I mean, a part of young people is.
I have a
that
feeling
ego.
you had an ego when you were young.
No, I maybe had an artificial ego to make up for the lack of ego, but
You had no self confidence.
no. Yeah. I mean, I would say it's not until being well into an adult that I started to be like, okay, I'm worthy of existing. No, not in like a sad way, but just I was like,
That sounds sad. Worthy of existence.
well, it was supposed to sound dramatic. It's about being a teenager, but I just mean I was like,
You're just speaking your truth. I get it.
that's why I don't say. Anyways, this one really spoke home to me, which touched home, but did something to me. That's not weird.
I think it's touched home. This really touched
home.
touched
Brought
spoke-
home.
touched. I think it's touched home.
I think we're too dumb for this. Let's move on. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. That's me, by the way. Low key, that is my greatest fear anytime I show someone a song. I'm like, I know I don't make music like that, but I'm always like, what if it's a trick? What if everyone's just been nice to me? And even like strangers are like, oh, I don't wanna tell him.
Christian, I've told you this. Like, not that I'd be a bitch
I
about
know.
it, but I would tell
I know.
you.
But everyone says, oh no, I really like that's what people do. I believe you. I'm just saying a small part of me is always
No,
like,
you should really believe me because I know that this is something that you're pursuing for multiple years. And if I knew you were trash,
oh,
I
I
would
know.
not waste years letting you pursue
First of
something
all,
that
it's not gonna be years.
you said it was going to be
Probably be
years.
like a decade or two.
That's years. That's even more.
I'm just kidding, not a decade or two. I'll be 7, carry the wind, 40, 83.
You're never going to ask me to marry you.
That's not true.
I'm just going to get pregnant years from now, and then you'll be like, oh, maybe we should get married now.
Nah, I gotta.
It'll be like an afterthought.
No, I gotta. What's the.
A vasectomy?
Vasectomy.
What are you saying? You got one or you're going to get one?
I got one. The fact that a small part of you was like, is he joking? Dude, that would be wild.
I don't fucking know you.
This is like how the other day you asked me if you could have some of my cheese. Like, we haven't
Christian,
been together forever.
Yes, I know, but it's courtesy.
I'm just busting your chops.
You busting my balls.
Busting your chops.
My balls.
Spots busting your chops off of the tops. Wait for the bill to the drops. Calling the cops. Hops into the ops and pops into the jalopy. It was a copy.
Handy on the rocks.
I'm Rocky.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Bars.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
No,
Alright.
I was pretty good. But
Okay.
anyways,
Well, let's end this because, you know.
this has been kind of all over the place. But all right, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Thanks for listening to I think we have about maybe 14 people that watch. I don't know if they legitimately
we had
watch.
14 views. That doesn't mean
That's true.
14 people watched.
I know that
And 2 of them were us.
I know that at least one of my friends, shout out Angie, if she still even listens to this, I don't even know. That's
Did
one
you just
person.
shout out someone specifically when maybe our whole crowd is that one person specifically? That's basically just a conversation between us and her.
Yes,
Unless
this
you're
is
not
an
the only
intimate
person.
conversation with her.
Hello. That is weird to think about, like when you first start, maybe there's just one person listening to you and it's like, hi.
That person's like, wow, we're like best friends. This is just a conversation. It could be, who knows?
I mean, that is how podcasts feel. I love podcasts. Like,
I know. God, you fucking love Joe Rogan.
first of all, I don't even
sorry,
listen to Joe Rogan's
love
podcast
Joe.
that much. Dude, I said that
Joe.
one time. And you do that with your fucking YouTubers all the time. You're like, well, Desi was saying...
I say
like,
Desi Perkins.
No, you don't. Sometimes you say Desi or you say other people.
Well, it's because she also goes just by Desi. Joe Rogan just doesn't
Joe
go by
Rogan-
Joe.
Yes, he
Not
does.
to fucking commoners like you.
Yeah.
But
Well,
anyways, all right.
that kind of hurt my feelings.
Suck it up. Good podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, are we still going?
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.